Welcome back to Colour Immersion. This is the 6th video in our series where we're exploring the colour yellow, and we'll start with a koan for yellow. A monk sat meditating in the morning sun, and his master approached and asked, "Where does yellow begin?" And the monk opened his eyes, gesturing to the sunlight streaming through the temple window. "Here," he said, "in these rays." And the master closed the shutters, plunging the room into darkness, except for one thin beam that turned floating dust motes to the colour gold. "Now," asked the master, "where does yellow end?" And the monk watched the dancing particles and finally whispered, "It never did." And as you contemplate the message and the meaning of the koan for yellow, let us continue with our story of the series. You find yourself in your reflective space, your mind becoming still. And as you do so, you become more aware of all of your surroundings. And right amid your very thoughts, you become blinded by this beam of sunlight through your window, kissing the walls with an array of rainbow colours. And feeling that warmth on your back in that moment, you allow yourself fully to embrace that comforting heat, relishing the experience of the moment. And so, to take your process and practice deeper, consider the following. What do you notice about your own personal moods during the winter months? And how do you counter that from an observation perspective? Have you ever witnessed a cat luxuriating in the midday sun? It stretches out a paw languorously. It arches its back to get that maximum amount of vitamin D. And when it eventually reaches that full state of desire, you'll hear it just purr loudly. This is just pure contentment. How do you find pure contentment? And finally, as you go about your week, how can you be the light in all of your interactions with others?